Yay! We have a brand new artist hari ini dalam Fiza O. So welcome to Fiza O. Hari Rabu hari ini saya dengan seorang artis yang sangat muda, sangat berbakat, sangat I think like she's one of those artists yang you dengar her song for the first time, you're like, hey, this girl is good, and I had like no idea like who was Shazza then. So welcome to the studio, Shazza.
Thank you for having me. Hello.
Thank you. And I feel like it's really jodoh because Shazza is a student.
Yeah.
And then I text her out of nowhere. I'm like, are you free on Wednesday? And she's like, yes. I'm like, tak sekolah? Kebetulan dengan cerita sekolah. So welcome to the holidays, Shazza.
Yeah.
How many months is?
I think it's about 3-4 months.
Oh, lama break you
Yeah, because it's the end of the year one. So it started in I think about April, and then April, May, and then it goes all the way to August. That's the usual uni end of year break. So it's very long, yeah.
So introduction, okay? So Shazza is actually a student in NTU right now.
Yeah.
So you just baru habis your first year.
Yes.
And you're taking?
I'm in comms.
In comms.
Yeah.
Oh, is it very competitive there?
Not really. I mean, I'm also just going with the flow because I know what I want to do. But this, I wanted to do the degree because I learned a lot from it that I can apply to my music as well. And also because I did mass comm in Poly at Ngee Ann. So it was like a familiar thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of my family is in the media industry existingly. So it's a very familiar line of work for me.
It's also like macam it's a place of comfort for you.
Correct. yeah.
Right?
Correct.
Because you could ask your family members since they're in media right now and different aspects of media as well.
Yes.
And when you say applying to music, so which one comes first? The interest for media ke music first?
Music first lah, I think always because growing up I grew up like around a lot of music and not like a lot of like music being played at home, but in terms of like the radio and everything, my parents were always big, lovers of music. So my mom used to play a lot of Norah Jones and Frank Sinatra and those like jazzy works. And then my older brother was a big fan of the Black Eyed Peas.
Okay.
So it's a weird combination, but it's what got me into a lot of different genres of music. So it started very early on, and then I started to find that I really enjoyed singing. And it just stuck with me since then. I think a lot of people, like when I do talk to them about it, a lot of people seem to have had at one point in their lives this dream of becoming a singer. I think I just never grew out of it. So it's still my main love lah. But then over time, as I grew up and watched my dad in the industry and everything, I realized how important it is to have a grasp on the media sense of it and how it applies to the music as well. So since I had an interest in it, I decided to go and study it also.
You can talk really, really well, Shazza.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm like, girl, you just get warmed up immediately. I am so impressed.
I like talking about myself.
Okay, that makes it two of us. So again, so orang yang tengah menonton sekarang ni, Shazza is a brand new upcoming artist. Dah ada 3 buah lagu sekarang ni dan 4th coming up tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you. It's like macam back to back. Your first song was released in 2020 and then there's this PT Party earlier this year.
Yes.
You were like earlier this year there's PT Party, and PT Party adalah lagu yang awak perlu dengar dan tonton. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And so when I hashtag PT Party, it's got a lot of views, and I think you should also put a hashtag PT Party Shazza.
I should.
You should.
Yeah, this whole thing is a learning process.
Yes.
I'm doing it independently also.
Because the PT Party Melanie Martinez.
That one is the first one.
Which I love.
Oh yes, it's a great song.
Yeah, and I love I love her as also. She's very eclectic.
Yes.
She's very unique. She
She
plays a guitar, and I also think that it's great that you're sharing the same hashtag as her, because both of you are very unique.
Yeah. But because we have the same song name, if people look up her song, I guess they might accidentally find my song as well.
Yeah.
It works out in that way.
Yeah, it works out that way. I thought okay. I like Melanie Martinez and I like PT Party Shazza song. Jadi ia adalah lagu yang actually that I find macam when you hear it for the first time, you girl.
Oh, is it? Okay. I'm glad to hear that.
And I want to say that you actually skip the awkward face.
Is it?
Do you?
No, I would disagree.
Macam that video, I thought was so cute. You pakai this blue suit and then blue eyeshadows, I think.
Yes.
Do you have a blue tudung on?
No, it was black.
Black tudung on, very blue eyeshadow on, a very blue suit on. I loved it.
Thank
Do
you
you
so
style
much.
yourself?
The suit, yes. The makeup was I made like a mood board and I gave it to my makeup artist. So I was very lucky to work with Zain.
Oh, I see.
He's very, very talented. So, and he likes to experiment with like bold looks as well. So it worked out. Like,
It worked out. Jodoh,
correct.
yeah.
So
Like he understood what you wanted.
Yes, yeah. And I think he was excited by the prospect of like the bold look.
Yeah.
Also. So
I like it because it, walaupun makeup dia banyak dan tebal, and then it's like very bold. I love the young vibe.
Yeah, I was trying to go for that.
The fun, eclectic vibe, which is totally, about.
That's the suit.
That's the suit.
H&M.
And the earrings, I love it. I just love that.
This one, I started myself lah.
So okay. Fun fact. So when I first watched this video, it was sometime in February this year, kan? Right? So so then I was not wearing hijab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was thinking to myself like, oh, if I'm wearing hijab, one day I'm gonna go for this look.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got
liked
the
it.
idea for this hijab look from, I think Yuna is wearing it like this now.
I love it.
And I've seen like other influencers wearing it, and I think it's I like it because it gives me the modesty I'm looking for, while also allowing
fashion.
Me to, it allows for more of that exploration.
You're such a fashion cutie. Talking about wearing hijab, since when have you been wearing hijab?
Right, I started wearing the hijab when I was 11. Of my own accord in the sense that it wasn't forced on me or anything. Alhamdulillah, I feel like it makes a difference when.
So your parents didn't go like, oh, should wear hijab right now?
No, I mean like they were encouraging of it, but I grew up around like my aunties and my mom who are also hijabi, so I think in that sense I'm also blessed with the exposure to it within my family, so it becomes familiar, and then I also decided to just put it
at
on.
11?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, okay.
Yeah, just wear and I was happy to wear it, and I do think that something that I feel very strongly about is also not forcing girls to wear it, because I've seen how at first hand sometimes I see how sometimes people get put off of it because it's forced on them. So I think your relationship with God is like your relationship with God. I think it's a very personal thing. So in my experience,
it's very personal.
Yeah, I started wearing it.
Yeah,
11.
And how your style is,
it's your own
journey.
Yes, correct. Wow.
Like, teach me your ways, master. Because you felt like what almost a 10-year journey.
Yeah, almost. Oh, 10 years already.
10 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a 10-year celebration of Shazza wearing the hijab.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Congratulations, mashallah. I just think about istiqamah and all. And as a young person, like, choosing to wear hijab, and then you are choosing music as your career. What are the challenges?
I know that it comes with a lot of stigma in and of itself in general, I guess, choosing to pursue music and then doing it with a hijab on. But for me, the most important thing at the end of the day is niyat, like your intention lah. And when I go about this, my aim is to make a difference and to, because I really believe in the power of music to make people feel understood and heard. And I think it's a very healing thing as well. So if I can offer that to anybody, I think it would already have, I'll be very happy being able to help somebody that way, and one person at the very least. So if my intention is good, I feel like I want to keep doing it, and it feels right to me in terms of my own personal relationship with God. So I'm happy doing it. But I just hope that people see it from that point of view as well.
Wow. I mean, at what age do you decide to help people with music?
I suppose
because music is actually for entertainment.
Correct, yeah.
It's to make people feel happy about it. When you say I want to help people with music, what was the?
When did I?
Yeah, when did it happen?
That out, right, again.
What was the incident that actually?
I think for me personally, I've always had a very deep connection with lyrics and like words in music, and I recognize that not everybody has that. Like sometimes I play a song for somebody and I'm like, do you hear the lyrics?
The lyrics.
It's so nice, and they're like, I'm not listening to the lyrics. So I'm like, then what are you listening to? But I think it's a very everybody listens to music differently. So for me personally, lyrics is like those are the main. That's the main aspect of the song. Yeah, I think it makes a big difference.
Yes. I actually look up for the lyricists.
Yes.
Right?
The songwriters.
Yeah, the songwriters.
The credits,
how do you do it?
Correct.
Brilliant.
It's a lovely thing, and I discovered it when I started songwriting when I was 11 or so. So hijab and songwriting same year. Wow,
same year.
Exciting. But so it's been a decade now of songwriting. So
When I was 11, I was really quite busy trying to learn my math actually.
Oh.
And you picked up all of those plus songwriting. I'm like
no.
very busy,
I was
Shazza.
very good at math at 11.
Very busy, Shazza.
Yeah, I had my priorities a bit skewed, but I'm happy with how it turned out. So yeah, I started songwriting when I was 11, and I can't remember. I think it started before that, in the sense that I've always had like some semblance of lyrics bouncing around in my head, you know. And then when I turned 11, I think that's when I started to try and put it to paper. And like my first song that I ever wrote, like the first proper song I ever wrote was like this breakup song. I'm like, what are you doing? What do you know about breaking up at 11? But yeah, like, I mean, it was like because I feel like breakup songs are a very emotional like genre of music in that sense, and that's what I really love about songwriting and music in general, is how it taps into emotions. It puts emotions into words. So I think it makes sense that was what I veered to when I first started to write a song. So I think in general, because of my love for lyrics and songwriting, it has become very apparent to me the power that music has to put things into words and give it meaning in that sense, especially things that you can't necessarily always put into words, like feelings and stuff. So I think in that sense, I really believe in music's power to help people in that, you know.
Do you like create your songs with your guitar?
Right, I mean, there's different ways to do it for me. Like, I think some people have a very set way of doing it. Like, they will come up with the chords first, or the melody, and then they'll put the words later. But I like to just keep it free and easy. So sometimes the words come first, sometimes the words and the melody come together. So it's kind of, for me, it feels like I love it very much, especially because it feels like a very divine thing. Like it just makes me feel very like, it's
close.
Like one of the, correct. I don't know how to really put it into words, but it's very, very special.
Like if I think I know where you're coming from. If you were to say the word, people will be like, that's ironic.
Yeah.
But I think I know where you're getting from. It's like, like who else will put things inside your head, or like who give you a very good, who else gives you good ideas?
Correct. I mean, it's all from you know but in that sense that I mean, I'm not trying to assume anything, but it feels like for me
it feels that way.
Yeah. So in that sense, I just feel very close to it, and when it comes into my head like that, it just feels like it's meant to be. So I think that's when I realized over time that, you know, if it's gonna just keep coming to me, I should probably like
write it down, do something with it.
Yeah, correct.
So how do you record it first time?
My mom's
phone. I was gonna assume your mom was on your dad's phone.
Yes.
Like, okay, so on the recorder, and then
on the voice memo app, and I think we still have some very old recordings. So my squeaky 11-year-old voice is
you still have it?
I think so. My mom never deleted.
Oh, I would never delete it.
I'm very happy that she kept it, even though sometimes I hear it and I cringe because I'm like, wow, what was I doing?
You were 11.
Yeah, I was 11. I would cut myself some slack. But yeah, so that's where I started to first like record. So I record, then I'll write it down. Then I remember at one point I was like typing out the lyrics. I was like, let's be professional about this. But it was just me messing around lah. But yeah.
Can we know like how does Pity Party, like the initial baby stages, how it was for you?
Okay, I think for me Pity Party came from a place of, I think the first lyric, the verse of the song, it comes from a place of like angst, in the sense that it's like, oh, okay, like the lyrics are, I woke up in the morning and I felt the urge to fall off my bed, so I could maybe have a good reason to call off the things that I do that day. So it's basically like about not wanting to succumb to the rat race, like the hustle culture here, and I feel like
it's a hustle culture.
Right, it really is.
And then because like macam mana cakap like kalau kita bangun pagi, the first thing we go like, okay, work, and then you don't feel like doing it, and when you're not doing it, you feel bad for not doing it.
Yes,
it has been so ingrained. It's so instilled in you. Like you don't relax when you're taking a break.
Yeah,
you feel so bad, like macam like
guilty about
it. Like, okay, I need. When you're tired, you're like, okay, I need to relax. When you're relaxing, you feel like, what am I doing relaxing?
Yeah, it's no winning either way.
Right?
Yeah, and I think it's very unhealthy.
And that's how the song came about.
Yeah, to some extent, because I wanted to, because as somebody pursuing music in Singapore, so it's not uncommon to hear that, oh, you know, like, oh, you get the idea that it's an unconventional thing, and not that people like doubt you per se, but they doubt the concept of it, and like, oh, you know, wanting to make a living as an artist in Singapore. And I've heard it from fellow like creators and artists as well, that, you know, like, you're not gonna make money off of this, you know, right? I'm like, okay, thank you for the vote of confidence.
These are people from the industry.
Yeah.
Who talks about songs. You're not going to make money out of it.
Not necessarily from the industry, but like people who make music, who teach music and stuff. So,
From the music industry who have went through it.
Yeah.
And it's tough.
Correct, I know it's tough, but I
tough.
also feel like at this age, if I'm not going to be naive now, when am I going to be naive, right?
Yeah.
I don't really think it's being naive per se, because I
What are you going to try? You're not going to let the what is be the what is.
Correct. I don't want to succumb to it, because I feel like it's a very... Yeah, of course, I have my moments of doubt. Very often recently, I just fell into like a pit of like, oh my God, what am I doing with my...
It's normal, babe. It's normal, Adik. Yeah, it's normal.
It's not fun, but it's not fun. It's part and parcel.
Yeah, it is.
But in general, I think one thing that really keeps me going is this delusional side of me, like the dreamer in me, that I hope I never lose. Because I think that aspect of my being is a big driving factor to my confidence and my belief in my work and my art. Because it's very easy to succumb to like it's not gonna work out here. I should just settle for
Can we hear like the raw version of how Pity Party is like with the guitar here?
I think I can try. Because I didn't write it on the guitar.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't write this one on the guitar.
How do you write this one?
This one I wrote the lyrics just in my head. I was just like rapping it.
This was produced by.
This one, produced by Adele. I did the demo first and on my garage. No, not GarageBand. Logic.
You look so good with the guitar. I'm so jealous. I am so jealous.
Anybody looks good with the guitar.
I know. I tried. I look like I'm helping someone carrying, to carry his or her luggage.
No.
Yeah. Really.
Don't say that. I don't believe.
You really. And you're like so comfortable. You're like, okay. You're like Taylor Swift getting a guitar. You're like Yuna. Like I was just like, yeah, give me my guitar.
Look, after like 10, 11 years of playing, if I don't look that way, I think there's a problem. So I'm glad that it comes across.
Do you perform live with the guitar?
I'm not very confident doing that, but I have done it before. Like in poly, there were like charity shows here and there. Then I was in the a cappella group in my school. So every now and then they will invite us to go and perform. Like, we're doing a Hair for Hope event. So if y'all want to send down performers, by all means. So I'll just go with my guitar now, sing songs. My friends will just come and stand around there. And it's part of my portfolio. I can put it to like my, what's it called? The leaps thing, where like, you get the points.
So I'm like, in Singapore, it's about point system.
Correct. So I'm like, you know what? I'll use my music for that.
That's very smart.
Right,
That's a start, because in a normal corporate setting, it's the same thing.
Right.
The point system. Like I did this somewhere.
Then you try and twist it so that it
give me my points.
Correct. Yeah, I had to do that in secondary school as well, because
it's the same.
Yeah, in secondary school this was quite a funny story, because my mosque because my mosque that I've been going to since I was very young, they were going to do renovations, so they were trying to raise funds for the renovation. So I think my dad was the one who suggested like, why don't you like just write a song and maybe see what you can do with it. So I did. I don't have it on hand. I'm not sure where. It's probably on YouTube somewhere, but we put it out on like CD Baby, because I think back then streaming wasn't so popular yet. So CD Baby was the way to go. And then the revenue from it, we put it into the mosque.
So nice.
It was very fun. It was a very meaningful thing for me. I think I was 13 or 14, so I didn't really know what was going on, but I was happy to be able to put my music to that.
And how much you collect for that?
I think from what I know, maybe $200 to $300, which it's not a lot, but it's every bit counts.
Yes, I feel like something about donation, and I learned during Ramadan from all the artists is we always feel bad about not donating more or enough. And the thing is, it's never about a lot. It's always about the niyat that you did or that you had, and the effort you went through to do all that. Like, mashallah. Like, you're starting your music career on a right note, girl. On a right note. Okay, so how is this going to happen for this guitar? Right? So you're like, you have tuned it already?
I didn't. Let me check if it's tuned.
Like, I always find it very cool for girls tuning like.
I cannot tune by myself though. I'm sorry, I'm not that cool. I have to open the app and I'll be like, okay. But I mean, I can get a rough idea.
I can't even like listen. I'm listening. I'm like, okay, it sounds good.
No, that's me most of the time at home. Now I'm like, I'm lazy to tune it. Let's just go. Then it sounds very bad. I'm like, okay, I should probably tune it. Okay, but wait, let me figure out the chords, because I didn't write this on the guitar. I just wrote it with words and then piano. So okay, wait.
Piano, wow.
Yeah, piano on the like.
So you can play the piano as well?
Yeah, I learned piano first.
Okay.
Because my parents, alhamdulillah, they gave me piano lessons growing up. Then I think I did for about 4 years, so until grade 4. And then I think my reason for stopping was PSLE was too stressful. Little did I know how much more stressful it would get. But yeah, so I think I stopped there. But then I can still play. I mean, I can't play like the classical, but
good enough to make
make music. So I'm very, very grateful for that. My parents gave me that because it's a huge stepping stone for me.
And what I heard from like musicians is that, or like singers who have not played piano yet, is they will take piano lessons because piano helps or assist them to be pitch perfect.
Yes, I suppose in general it helps you to be more in tune, because when it comes to piano, I think what it teaches you is like how to recognize the notes, and then even part of like the piano exams is something called this section called oral. So they will play like a set of like a tune, and then you have to sing it back. So it's a matter of, it's a very big part of, I think, learning the piano, I think. Yeah.
It's to test whether you sumbang or not sumbang.
Yes, I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a prerequisite to singing, huh?
Yeah.
If you were to think about it,
yes, especially for when you're doing like harmony, and for me when I was auditioning for my a cappella, and then I was part of the committee in the CCS, so we had to do like auditions for the fellow juniors. One of the things that they test when you're auditioning is how you can recognize pitch. Yeah, so they'll play some notes on the piano, and then you have to sing it back. So it's a big part of it, lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you're so
piano.
cool. Yes. Like when you grow up, you want to be Shazza.
Shazza's still growing up.
When you grow up, like you be like, Kak, don't. Okay, jom.
Okay. Wait, Okay, I just try.
Okay,
Sorry
okay.
if there's any mistakes.
Oh, no.
Okay, there will most likely be mistakes. Okay.
I woke up in the morning and I felt the urge to fall off my bed so I can maybe have a good reason to call off the things I had to do that day, the places that I had to be, the things I had to say. I sat there for an hour as the sun was slowly rising. Growing up, it ain't as good as they were advertising. The same routine put on replay. I closed my eyes while wishing I might up and float away. And I know it's ungrateful to be so very hateful at this age. But give me a break. I'm allowed to feel, I'm allowed to steal a couple of moments for myself, to wish I could be like anywhere else. I'm allowed to say that I'm not okay. Don't make me put it back on the shelf. Bring out the cake and balloons. It's a pity party, it's a pity party, it's a pity party, and I do it for me. It's a pity party, it's a pity party, it's a pity party, and it's blue as can be.
Wow. That was a lot of mistakes. So sorry.
No, I think you're too hard on yourself. I think that sounds great.
Okay, it's maybe because I wrote the song. I know that it's wrong. But so sorry. It sounds better in the actual recording. Let's stream that. Yeah, that's a lot nicer.
No, that was really cool. And the lyrics, I think, is so relatable. I think it's very much to do with someone's of your age, with daily life of like. You know, the mental health thing of getting of strength of like telling you, oh, please suck it up.
Yeah.
You're not grateful. What do you know?
I got a lot of messages from people after I put the song out, and they were saying that, oh my god, this really encapsulates my experience and it really speaks to me. That all Singaporeans will relate to this. I'm like, I don't know whether to be happy or concerned about that, because it goes both ways. But I'm just really glad that it could speak to people in general, because I think mental health is something has become a lot more prevalent.
I think the rat race has a lot to do with that.
The what?
The rat race has a lot to do with the mental health thing.
Yes.
It's about always not being good enough.
And I think it's a very prevalent culture here.
Yeah, betul.
Yeah, so in that sense, it's alarming that so many people relate to it. Not alarming, because I mean like we know already.
Yeah.
But like it's a bit sad to think about. But I'm glad that my song, because like the point of Pity Party is not to be like life sucks. It's like you know, I'm allowed to feel
that way.
To encourage validation for you to validate your own emotions.
Yeah. It's not encouraging. It's just saying that if you're feeling that way, me too.
Yeah.
And we were going to pick it up. You're not alone. Yeah.
Correct.
We're going to pick it up along the way. We're going to be okay again. And we're going to go back into the cycle again.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
I think my tagline for that release was, "It's okay to not be
okay." Yeah.
Which you hear a lot, but I think it's a very important concept to be, you know, holding tight to as you go, especially here.
Yeah. And kalau awak tengah menonton live sekarang ni, we're speaking in English completely because this is I felt like this channel, it's because I've done like commission jobs for completely English programs and projects, and I feel this is a channel for us to speak in whatever language you're more comfortable in, you're most comfortable in. And I wanna like really introduce you. Ada perkenalkan you pada Shazza, super young and talented, and I feel like there's so much waiting for you.
InsyaAllah.
Yeah. So amin ya rabbal alamin. And yang sombong tadi, nanti like once you're like on the stage with you now, like Shazza, you like sorry kak.
Maybe lah,
Maybe lah,
No, genuinely.
Maybe lah. Like Shazza, ni Kak Fiza, like no. Can't point a finger to it.
Of course,
Kak Fiza.
No.
Is it O? I know it's a Fiza A, D, C, E, F, G.
I promise I will remember you.
But this is you're going to be entering your second year and your third year, and you are still doing music. You're being very busy right now. I have a lot. So earlier on, kita cakap pasal hijab sikit je, right? So do you feel in any way that it's I mean, Yuna has been very candid also about her hijab journey in music as well. Do you relate a lot to that?
I haven't experienced enough to be able to say the same that she has. Also because I think I'm starting here, it makes a difference that we already are a very multicultural society. We're not perfect, but the exposure to, you know, hijabis and the tolerance level, I think is a lot better here. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I think.
And it's very heartwarming to see people accepting everyone regardless of anything.
Yes, correct.
That they are wearing or not wearing. Right?
Correct. Yeah, I think it's comforting to know that that exists here. But I mean, for me personally, like I know sometimes people will be like, oh, that's unrealistic, but I do have dreams to go beyond Singapore, you know, inshallah, you know, like how Yuna is doing, and perhaps, you know, really make my mark in a sense that it will, you know, go further than just here, you know. So that comes with its own fair share of worries and fears, because
what are your fears and worries?
The world is not Singapore in the sense that the exposure to, you know, like different cultures is different. I mean not that the world isn't exposed to it, but the tolerance is different. You see it every day on the news, and
it scares you
to some extent. I try not to let it, like, you know, like hinder me and like get like way down on me, because it's always going to be there. I always knew it was going to be there. I know what I signed up for when I started making music and keeping my hijab.
And by the way, Shazza is independent. She's not under any label. She's independent, and I'm like, oh, kick-ass. Shazza's independent. Wow. So you have 2 songs out in 2020, and then you have 2 songs out this year. So earlier this year, Pity Party. There'll be more. And then tomorrow, launching your latest single, which is Be Kind. I also love how you're really skipping the awkward music video face anyway. So Pity Party was really cool.
Thank
and then can we see the visuals for Be Kind that's going to be released tomorrow?
Exclusive visuals.
Exclusive visuals, okay? It's not out officially, but these are the exclusive visuals that I got.
It's so funny here. Okay,
these are using motion graphics, kan?
Yes. So basically, we worked with a local animation studio called Mojo. They're very talented. I think they got their...
Are they very young also?
I think, yeah. I think for this project, they are very, very talented. Interns worked on it, and absolutely amazing, the outcome.
Oh,
you know.
wow.
And yeah, so I was very, very happy to see the way it turned out, and I'm excited to...
I love it.
Thank you so much. So the concept was, I gave them a reference video, and then they came back to me with a concept of like a collage-esque thing, and I thought it really fit the vibe of the song, which you will hear tomorrow, I suppose, when it comes out. It's a very vibrant, bubbly, like upbeat song. So I thought I wanted the video to reflect that in terms of like the vivacity of it.
I love it.
Thank you.
It is so...
I wanted, because I think when it comes to making like music videos, I want to make sure that it doesn't seem amateurish per se.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in that sense, the music video aspect of my music.
Is it expensive?
It does take a bit of financial burden, I suppose, but I feel personally that, you know, alhamdulillah, we have the rizki to do it at this point, and I hope that one day it will translate into, you know, being able to put it back into other things. But at the moment, I think it's something that you know, me and my family and my team in general, we want to put the money into it because because we want to do it right. And we believe that the impact that it will have will go a longer way, inshallah. So, that's our point of view with it lah. Yeah, we plan our budget and our resources very carefully because it's not, money doesn't grow on trees. We are very aware of that, and we also need to maintain our own budget.
But it's all investment. I feel like with music, I've also like some of the things. I mean, this is random. I just thought of. I just remembered this story. So now I think there's a lot of pros and cons to a lot of things. Previously, like every single time a new artist wants to launch something, they will have a physical launch. Previously, like many years ago when I first started radio, CDs and everything, and then so they have like a physical launch at a venue, and then they will invite media of all sorts to come down, celebrities of the same media to come down to give them support, kind of like to endorse
like
that,
a launch party,
physical launch party, and that costs money, right? So and then of course the printing of CDs and everything else, that also is another bulk of money. So I remember meeting or bumping into a parent of a musician, and he was like, it was quite a massive thing for me lah. It was a ballroom event, and that's money. So I was very young then, and I was very impressed by the lengths her dad went to. He was like, we just had a house transaction and we had some bit of money, and so I wanted to invest this in my daughter because this is a dream to have it. And I was so touched by what he shared, and I carried it with me for a long time, right? So for you, what same thing? What was something like your parents that you feel so touched by their input in your journey that people don't see?
Everything that I do I owe it to them. So every victory or every bit of accomplishment that I have, it's really theirs, because I genuinely could not do this on my own. And it's a huge deal to me that they're so supportive, because I know it's not something that people get by default. Like, doing music in Singapore especially, people I've heard a lot about how, like parents, because out of their care and concern for their child, they want them to do something more stable. That also sometimes means sacrificing their dreams, you know what I mean? So I am very lucky that my parents have never pushed me to do that. They always urged me to be realistic, but they've never failed to be supportive for my music and everything, and it's been since I was young. So everything is for them, like, in that sense. I'm very blessed in that way.
Wow. I hope that this relationship that you have with your parents remain like that.
That's my aim, yes.
I mean,
hi Ma. She's watching at home. My dad is in the studio today.
I was like Shazza's accompanied by her dad, and I can really sense how much your parents are so in love and so supportive and so proud of your journey. And talking about proud, I was so proud. I mean, we are not close. It's like we're not.
I feel like we are.
Like right now, I can feel it. I can feel like giving a shout out for me from a grand stage in the future.
I definitely. I was just joking, by the way, just now.
No. Okay, hang on.
Sorry. I'm just.
I know. No, girl. I love that you're joking with me. I'm so proud when I saw this video that you sent me. Can we see the video that you were performing for a Disney launch, a Disney Plus launch?
The launch for their new series, Miss Marvel.
I saw it. I'm like, Shazza,
you and me both. I was.
Look at it, okay. You could tengok lagi panjang video ni sebab Shazza was singing Pity Party Here, right?
I sing Pity Party Here, yes.
And you look really cool there. Is that your band?
So much. That's my band. Those are my musicians.
Okay, and then scroll up and then you see Disney Plus. They're launching.
Insane.
It's crazy.
It was crazy. This was at 10 Square. So, which is like this building near Rochor and La Salle there. It's basically this building. It's full of cars for some reason. It's like a car vending machine.
I see.
Yeah, but then they took out the car, I think, from this window.
And they
like,
put you in.
They put me in, yeah. So it was like I felt like I was in a zoo, but in the best way, you know.
In the best.
Yeah.
And
So
what a wonderful way of performing.
Yeah, it was insane. No, because in general, when I first got the request for me to be part of this, when I heard what it was for, I just lost I think I choked on air for a second, because I'm a huge fan of Miss Marvel, because this is her. So the new series is basically for this comic book character. Her name is Kamala Khan, and she's like the first Muslim superhero. And I discovered her when she came out back in 2013, 2014. And when I found out that they had a new superhero, was a Muslim, Pakistani, brown, like teenage female girl, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I've never felt that represented in that sense. And I was a huge fan of Marvel growing up. I still am.
Yeah.
So this character means so much to me. And when I found out that they were making a series for it, that was, a whole other thing.
Yeah.
And then being able to ring it in at this event, I will never forget it, genuinely.
It's really jodoh, right?
Really.
It's like, how does this thing happen?
Yeah, I think if somebody had told me when I was 13 that I'd be doing this, I would have
No, how?
burst into tears.
Yeah.
How? Like, yeah, it's insane. I mean, I know it's a small step for me, but it means so much.
So much.
So because of the weight of it, the significance of it, and then I watched.
And people singing to it.
Yeah, people singing along. Those are my friends. A lot of those are my friends, and then
So proud of you.
I was so you
And
see.
do you have that kind of support, kan?
Yeah, correct. No, I think I'm very, very blessed in that sense that my friends are extremely
Supportive.
Some of my
And support
friends
you.
were in the music video, so they must know the lyrics lah. So yeah,
They better remember,
So they came to support me, and I was very lucky to have them there. It was fantastic. This is my first proper gig.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
so like my first proper live performance.
And I love it that you're so confident and so relaxed doing it on such a big stage, on such a high stage.
It was a bit the concept is fantastic though.
Yeah.
The way they ideated it.
I love
I
it
was very
so
happy
much.
to see how it
many
turned
songs did
out.
you perform that night?
It was a 30-minute set, so I think I did.
That's a real gig.
And it's so I was like, I didn't know what was going on when I first started planning it. I was very overwhelmed. Like,
So you sang Pity Party?
Pity Party. I sang It Takes Two, which was the second
previous
song.
song.
And then I actually did a sneak peek of Be Kind. So that was the first time I performed it live. Then I also did some covers. So I did Valerie by Amy Winehouse. I love that song. I opened with it.
love that song.
Right, it's so good. But this one, because I think there's a slow version and there's a fast version. So I decided to do the fast one because it's like an upbeat event. So I opened with that, and then I also did a cover of it was a mashup of this song called Girl Put Your Records On. Yeah.
Corinne Bailey Ray.
Yes,
I love.
yes. I love that song.
I used to listen to that song on repeat. I'm surprised that you like that song.
No, it made a comeback on TikTok.
It made a comeback on TikTok?
So
Oh,
that
okay.
mashup it was a mashup of two popular TikTok songs. So
Okay.
I did that and this song called Love Grows. Have you heard it?
No.
It's like Love grows where my rosemary goes.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
You did that as well?
Yeah, I did that. So it was a mashup of those two. Then I also did a ballad by Sarah Bareilles called She Used to Be Mine.
Oh.
So that one, yeah. So I wanted
These are all your kind of songs. I can imagine you singing all of those. Right?
Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I wanted to make it, because it's my set. I wanted to bring a lot of myself to it, but I also wanted it.
It's very Shazza kind of.
set. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. But because like the event, the theme was female empowerment, and what I wanted to touch on is that in girlhood and being a woman it's not always sunshine and it's fun. So I did like those happy songs, but it also comes with its fair share of trials and tribulations. So I wanted to encapsulate that as best as I could with the songs.
Can I hear like a bit of how you're gonna sing at an Amy Winehouse? Like I also see you singing a Alyssa Carroll kind of song.
Oh yes,
I love her.
I like her music as well.
Yeah, I think you would do great in singing her songs.
I'll bear that in mind.
Yeah. Okay, this is random, but have you watched this cartoon called The Willoughbys?
No. Oh no! Yes.
Right?
I did watch it. Yeah.
And then
her song is in it.
Her song is in it,
Yeah.
and then she sings a lot of the songs of the
Yes.
soundtrack. And I feel like I can hear a Shazza singing it.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Like it
of you.
sounds like a.
She has a lovely voice. So that
She has a
means
lovely
lot.
voice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you like how I want to hear Shazza singing a Amy Winehouse.
Okay. So for I did Valerie, right? Okay, so I'll just sing it without music.
Yeah.
So imagine the music. Okay, so it's like, well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things of what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. And since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like the dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Yeah, I love that song.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love the tone of your voice.
Thank you. I haven't warmed up, sorry. A bit raspy. But yes.
Yeah, I love the tone of her voice. I can see Shazza going really far. Please follow Shazza on her socials, on her Instagram and on Spotify.
Yes.
Congrats to 90,000 streams.
Just hit 100,000.
100,000, girl!
Yes, I love it.
First 100k.
Yes, first 100K.
Yes, and the 100k of money is going to be rolling in.
Inshallah.
Amin.
Rezeki, yes.
Amin. It's going to be rolling in. So 100,000 streams on Spotify right now.
On all music
On all music platforms.
On
So
Spotify is 98,000. So then there's I think like Apple Music and everything else.
Yeah,
combined.
combined.
Is 100,000, yeah.
Wow, it's a lot.
Yeah,
For a song that's newly released
and independent. I'm very
and
proud of it in
independent.
that
Yeah,
sense. Because,
independent.
yeah.
You're not from any big labels, but I can foresee a big label coming up to you soon.
We'll see how.
Yeah, we'll see how.
I want to
Yeah,
be able to stay true to my music first and foremost. That's my
Yeah.
main goal. I don't think, not that I'm not in any rush to be signed, because I know it makes a difference. But for me, my main priority is
to be you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And your own time and your own place and your.
Correct. And I'm happy
own direction.
doing what I'm doing now
Yeah.
because I have a lot of control over the things.
Yes,
that
yes. And I'm very, very proud of your independence. And I mean, not saying that any other, but I can foresee so many labels seeing the potential in you, right? Because if Disney Plus had reached out to you, yeah, I can see more others reaching out to you.
Disney Plus,
Yeah.
I think they contracted organizer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so the organizer was very kind to reach out to me, and I guess Disney Plus approved it. So
Yeah,
it's a-
because I think it really matched with the concept
the
of
concept.
of Miss Marvel.
I was like, I am the right person.
You are.
Because the person, the
Yeah.
organizer was telling me, oh, it's for Miss Marvel. Then I was like, oh, what? And then they were like, yeah, do you watch the trailer? And I'm like, excuse me, I have the comics. You don't understand. They were like, wow, we got the right person. For
They
this.
did get the right
Yeah.
person because you're a real fan.
Yes.
You're not just you're just not a singing hijabi. You're like a Miss Marvel hijabi,
I'm a big fan, yeah.
You're a real fan.
Watch the show, it's so good. I cried within the first 2 or 3 minutes because I've never seen people on the big screen on that kind of scale, because it's a Western production as
Yeah.
well, right? But you see people reading dua on screen and everything.
Amazing. I'm gonna watch it now that you're
It's
telling
fantastic.
me.
It's really, really good. It's very cutely done as well. So I think
Wow.
the second episode came out today, yeah. At 3 p.m. I think. So, wow, I'm not even promoting
Yeah, they're not even paying me to promote this thing, but yeah, they're not paying.
I would take the money happily. But
yeah.
Yes.
But I'm gonna watch it right now because I have Disney Plus.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be.
Okay.
Ni bukan promote Disney Plus by the way, tapi
the show is good. Yeah,
it's
very nice.
a hijabi and a superhero.
She's not a hijabi. She's a
Muslim.
Pakistani Muslim American girl. She has hijabi friend. She has a hijabi friend. Yeah.
And they have dua on the screen.
Yeah,
so
somebody was reading the dua. Her brother was reading the dua before eating on screen. Then I saw it. Now I just started crying. Then my brother was like, "Why are you crying?" I was like, "Don't question me. Okay, this is very personal to me."
Yeah. Sometimes in life, right? What are so you've reached milestones that you've never thought you'd be attaining this year. Releasing a party, it's very well received, and now you're releasing Be Kind, and you're saying that this is not all that you'll be releasing.
Yeah, I have I think I have releases planned up to August next year.
August.
So
dah plan dah?
Dah plan. I mean, like the timeline is planned.
Yeah.
The execution is doing bit by bit.
Yeah.
So inshallah, all goes smoothly.
Amin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And all this while studying in NTU, taking your degree. You'll be in your second year soon, very soon, inshallah.
I'm taking that step by step, lah. So
Yeah,
I think
and only 21 right now. Only 21. What is this? And Shazza, you have reached really incredible milestones so far. What are the other milestones that you're hoping to achieve in the next 3 to 5 years?
I suppose first and foremost, I would like to be able to make like enough of a mark in Singapore in the sense that people recognize my music and it's able to reach a larger audience here in an impactful way. Maybe NDP one day. That would be very, very
I mean, you're putting it out there.
Yeah, manifesting
Manifesting it.
But yeah, I'd be very happy to do that because I'm a Singaporean first and foremost. Even though like my dreams do extend beyond Singapore,
There's something about NDP that every single Singaporean wants to be a part of it.
Yeah,
It's a
very
because if you live in the country, you just wanna be a part of it in some way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I mean,
And for you, it's in performing.
yeah, performing.
Yeah, which
being
you
able
love.
to contribute what I love
Yeah.
to an event like that. I would be very happy to
Yeah.
do that. So maybe one day. And going forward, I mean, definitely in the years to come, I hope to, like I said, expand beyond Singapore.
Yeah.
And I think that one is a step-by-step thing also.
I mean, and now it could be harder because of the
Pandemic.
the pandemic or the ocean of talent is coming forward on social media.
yes.
But it also is a lot more possible because like Corin Melly Ray's song was a hit more than 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
More 20 maybe, like very early on in the early 2000s.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It was a hit in about 18 years ago. It was a big hit, huge hit. It was the one that catapulted her to perform in Grammys and things like that. And then it went, and then she kind of disappeared. She was performing, but she kind of disappeared.
Yeah, I
and
read up about her recently.
And the fact that TikTok, you told me, like gave her a second lease of life for her song.
I can't remember if it was her version of it or a cover of it.
A cover of it.
Either way, it's her.
Yeah, it's hers because she created the song. And with social media, it has made reach to places that you never dreamed of going to so possible. And I mean, Disney Plus reached out to you. Nothing else is,
Nothing is impossible.
Nothing is
I try to
impossible.
hold to that,
If Allah jodohkan,
Yeah,
for you to like reach your dreams, and you've manifested like things already right now.
Manifesting, aka doa.
Doa, yes, okay, doa, like things. So okay, before we say goodbye, is there like, can we hear like songs that you actually sing or like strum to when you wanna feel good about yourself?
I want to feel good about myself. I have a playlist, because for PT Party, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I hope this isn't like too long a section to talk about, but just to
Yes,
quickly
yes.
brief. For PT Party, I remember I created this collaborative playlist called songs to play when you're not okay. So then I put it out. Then I told my followers
On
and my
Spotify?
friends- yeah, so it's a collaborative playlist. So I told my followers and my friends to just go and
Put in.
You can put in your songs. So everybody put in the songs that they play when they wanna
Feel okay.
Yes, correct. So I started it off with I think about maybe 21 songs. So some of the songs are like it's quite an eclectic mix because I wanted it to represent me as a person also. So there's like Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum.
Okay.
Boleh Curi.
Why?
I love that movie. I love that.
Can I hear your Boleh Curi?
Oh no.
Please. Like we are seeing Shazza singing Boleh Curi.
Okay. Boleh cudian, boleh kangen. Okay, I might get the lyrics wrong. Okay, but I know one Hindi song I can sing is Kalho Naho.
Oh!
Yes, because that one I did a cover.
A recent one, okay.
Yeah, kind of. हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी चाव है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी हर पल यहाँ जीवर जियो जो है समा कल हो न हो. I might have gotten the lyrics wrong. I'm so sorry if I butchered it.
Yes. But can you imagine doing that on a guitar?
Oh, I did it on a piano.
You
but
did?
That with a guitar would
Can you
be,
please do it on a guitar and put it on TikTok?
Okay, inshallah. Okay, I'll try and do it. Yeah, because people have been bringing back Bollywood songs. to
Right?
TikTok also, yeah.
Can you do it the Shazza style with the guitar? I think you will really blow up on TikTok.
I'll try.
You will.
Yeah, okay. I think I should. No, because I
No
tend
time.
to shy away from the content creation because I'm more in my element when I'm making
Music.
and then preparing
Yeah, I
to
get
release
it.
it. But it's
Yeah.
also a big part of the whole process now
Yeah.
is the content creation.
Yeah.
So I need to get into it more. So yeah.
There's a request for you to do a Getaran Jiwa cover.
Oh my goodness. I've done it.
You've done
I've
it?
Yeah, because I think it's on YouTube. Basically, there was this group of students from my from Ngee who were doing their capstone project.
Yeah.
For like a movie lah. So they needed like a version of P. Ramlee's Getaran Jiwa. So they asked me to do it. Then I asked them if I could make it like a cover as well. So this was my cover of it. You can go and check it out. Yeah, I really love this song.
Can we hear how you sang it?
Off mic dulu
Off mic.
Off mic dulu.
Okay.
Moga dapat membangkitkan. Sadarlah kamu wahai insan, tak mungkin hilang irama dan lagu, bagaikan kembang sentiasa bermadu. Andai dipisah lagu dan irama, lemah tiada berjiwa.
Yeah. That was my
Wow.
Katara Jiwa. Yeah.
I just say you sound great and you look so good.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Like before we say goodbye to Shazza, please follow Shazza on her. I just like see you blowing up from here on. Like
Inshallah.
it's just the beginning of even bigger years for you, Shazza.
Step by step.
MashaAllah. Yeah, step by step. And of course, your main goal right now is to complete your degree in NTU right now. You have 2 more years left.
I think my main goal is still the music. In
The music.
all honesty, I'm taking
Yeah.
I have 3 years left.
3 years left.
Yeah, so I'm trying to take the uni thing step by step. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to balance, like, put my priorities where I need to
Yeah.
put them.
If you need to take a gap year, you need to take a gap year.
I will take a gap
Yeah,
year
right?
if I need to. Actually,
yeah.
yes, because
You've discussed it with the parents already.
Yes. They, I mean, for me personally, also, if I'm going to take a gap year, I want to do it right. So I
Yeah.
want to have a plan and everything. So that one I'll do with time, lah. Just assess it.
Like whenever there's like this thing that you cannot
Yeah.
let go,
Correct.
a gap year is much needed. Yeah.
correct.
Like I've seen also certain celebrities who are taking their degrees, and then when something big happens, they take a gap year, and
I think that's the point of
Yeah.
the gap year existing also,
Yeah.
right? So I
because they know.
correct.
Yeah.
I want to be able to make use of it in that
Yeah.
sense also. Yeah.
So all the best, Shazza. Are you gonna? Can we have like a last song
Yes.
from Shazza?
Okay, one last song. So basically, this song, this is a song called One Day. So this is the song that I am putting out after Be Kind. So Be Kind comes out tomorrow, and then I think this One Day is supposed to come out. I think in August, maybe.
You know what's more efficient than efficient? It's like doing a song when you have a song coming out tomorrow.
You have to be doing that, I think, in this industry. You have to, because you need to be ahead.
So
of
this is
the
called
game. One Day.
One Day, and
Yeah.
this is because
So
You wrote it.
I wrote this song inspired by, I've seen this, like, you know, they have those meme like, or text like posts on Instagram and everything. So somebody wrote, I don't know who the credit goes to, but it was like, one day you're gonna wake up on a Sunday morning with the love of your life, and you're gonna make pancakes and drink coffee at 11:30 a.m. and everything's gonna be okay. And I love that concept, because sometimes things get hard. You need hope. You need to hold on
Yeah.
to that hope that something along those lines, even if it's not that exactly, it's going to happen.
I don't know, this gives me that vibes of who's this other singer that plays the guitar. This she was very popular in the 90s. Okay, that's very vague description I'm giving. Hands. She was popular with the song Hands.
English.
English. Dreams last for so long. And
I know you're talking about
me.
Soon
You
you
see,
meant to
for
be,
me, and I was meant for
you. Yeah. Wow, duet. Wow.
Right? You see, Disney Plus, you never call me.
Next one is Fiza O.
I 30 minutes, I sing. I sing.
Must take note. Yes.
But that reminds me of that kind of vibe.
Right.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about. I just don't know her name.
And she's really amazing. She was
a
legendary.
big deal, right? Yeah.
She's
I'll go and look her up after this.
So this One Day
Yes.
by Shazza, everyone. This is coming up. This is not even like a soon. It's like
August.
August,
Kind
mashallah.
of soon lah. Yeah.
Yes.
So inshallah soon.
You hear it here first.
Yes.
One Day by Shazza.
Are you tired? Are you torn? Are you wired are quiet, you adore, uninspired and forlorn. Oh, I can hear you thinking, barely blinking. Heart's been shrinking, slowly sinking. All that I can do is promise you that one day you'll wake up in the arms of someone dear. Lay there longer just to hold each other near. And it won't matter if the sky is gray or clear when you're together.
Exclusive snippet.
Exclusive. This is not meant to be out.
It's on my Instagram.
It's on Instagram.
Like a very rough version of it. I did it with my younger brother.
So the real deal will be out next year, inshallah.
Yes. Sorry for the
The
mistakes.
real deal. Oh,
Yeah.
Shazza, please. I mean, I can't even.
No.
Can we do a fun one before we close?
Of course.
Just look to the screen and say like, "Hi everyone! Don't forget to catch Fiza O and girlfriends. Subscribe to her channel, something like that. In your own ways."
Okay.
And then
this camera, right?
Yeah, to this camera. And then if you could do like any random tune to like Fiza O and girlfriends.
Okay.
Like Fiza O.
And girlfriends can. Okay. Jingle.
Fiza O.
Fiza O and girlfriends.
Is that okay?
That's nice.
Fiza O approve. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. I love it. Can you do like a clean one for that? Aku just like extract it.
Okay.
Fiza O and girlfriends.
Okay, one more time. Okay. Yeah.
Fiza O and girlfriends.
That was good. That was good. That's Shazza. Please support our upcoming talent. She is a lyricist. She writes a song. She sings. She does everything, and she's a cute fashionista.
Thank you.
She really. I mean, I'm like, I wanna.
By all means. I think it's a
Yes.
very easy start.
Yeah, yes. So please follow Shazza, and Shazza, once again, thank you for being on Fiza O and Girlfriends.
Subscribe.
Tengok dia, penampilan kau sepenuhnya. Setiap langkah